Hey, what is up, my dudes? So, today I had a different video planned, but we had some technical difficulties, so we're going to be doing that next week. But this week, we are going to be making some paper mache crafts, and I'm really excited about this because I've actually never tried paper mache before. I'm generally a pretty artsy, crafty person, and I've had a lot of phases when it comes to arts and crafts, but never paper mache. Recently, I came across a wealth of one-ply toilet paper. And, I realized that currently toilet paper is a commodity here in the United States. But for a while we couldn't get regular toilet paper here, and not to be pretentious or anything, but one ply just wasn't cutting it, okay? So we finally got some better toilet paper, some much softer multiple ply toilet paper, and I didn't want to just throw this away, so I was like, might as well do some paper mache. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. Okay, so I'm honestly not entirely sure how paper mache works, but I know that you do have to have a basic structure for what you're making. So I've got some balloons so that you have to have glue. I hope this is enough. Like I said, I don't know. I think the idea is basically that we just kind of layer paper and glue until it's thick and whatever shape we want it to be, and then we let that dry, and then we can paint it. As far as what I'm gonna be making, I'm thinking like a cool crown or something, in Where the Wild Things Are. Max, is that his name? The kid from Where the Wild Things Are, he wears that yellow crown over his monster onesie or whatever, and I think that would be a cool thing to have. So I'm gonna make a crown and maybe a mask or something. Ooh, a mask would be really cool. So I'm putting my glue in a bowl because I feel like that's easier to work with. And then, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna blow up a balloon. I have no idea how big my head is. Ooh, hold on. Okay, so this is a hat that is my dad's that I wear sometimes, and if this fits on the balloon, then the balloon should theoretically be the size of my head. That fits. I forgot how difficult it is to tie balloons. Okay, so balloon is done, and now I guess I just start slapping some glue and toilet paper on there. Okay, glue first, I guess. I probably should have actually looked at some tutorials for how to do this, but we're just gonna wing it, man. So I'm just gonna paint around circumference of the balloon, and then start putting some pieces of toilet paper on there. No, this is kind of dissolving some of the toilet paper, but we got one square on. We're doing it. We're paper macheing. So just a fun fact for those of you who are unfamiliar with paper mache. The name paper mache comes from the French papier mâché, which means chewed paper. Yum. We're not even being neat with it anymore. We're just going for it, man. Maybe not the best strategy, but who cares? It's paper mache. We do what we want. Okay, so I have officially gone all the way around my balloon once. That means that I'm going to... What the fuck? Which means that I now get to do this a bunch more times until it's nice and thick. Yeah, I'll catch up with you guys. You guys are crazy. So I think this is finally thick enough. I have no idea how many layers I put on here, but I kind of just zoned out and listened to a podcast for a while, so it was kind of nice. So now I guess I'm going to let this dry, and while this is drying, I want to do another project. That way I can have, a couple of things, hedge my bets a little in case this doesn't turn out how I want it to. I think I'm gonna make like a little bowl or vase type thing to have I don't know, just keep little trinkets in. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so I've almost run out of glue, which I guess means that I am almost done with this. I don't think that this is anywhere near as thick as it needs to be, but we're just gonna see what happens. Okay, so let's check on our crown dude and see how dry that is. And the answer is not very. So I think I'm gonna have to use like a hair dryer to dry these, and then once I do that, I will come back and we will get to the fun part. So I've been trying to dry these with a hair dryer for 40 minutes now, and they're not dry. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop the balloon on this one anyway. I'm not super emotionally attached to this one. I think it's gonna look kind of shitty anyway, so if I mess one up, I would rather it be this one. And I'm just kind of impatient and want to get on to the fun part, which is popping the balloon. So I guess I'm just gonna go for it. Oh no. I don't know what I expected to happen, but it was not that. Oh god. Oh no. That is really unfortunate. I'm gonna assume it's because it wasn't fully dry, so it wasn't stiff enough to hold its shape. I'm really hoping that it's not due to the thickness, because I've kind of been worried about how thick this one is. Oh yeah, ew, it's sticky on the inside. Okay, so it definitely was not, it was dry on the outside, or at least mostly dry on the outside, but it was not dry on the inside. Okay, so that's garbage. I'm definitely not popping that one because I do want to have a finished product by the end of this. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to let this one dry, which means that when I come back, it may be dark or it may be tomorrow. Okay, yeah, so lesson number 1 in paper mache has been learned. Woo! Good morning. So, the last time we were here together was last night, and things were not going so well. And I also learned a very important lesson thanks to my brother, that you're not actually supposed to pop the balloons. I don't know why I thought that, because after he explained it to me, it made a lot of sense that it's way too much force for something that's made out of paper and glue to withstand. So when we pop this today, we're going to be using scissors and slowly letting out the air instead. This is now fully dry. It's dried overnight, obviously. I'm a little bit concerned because in some spots you can see through the toilet paper, which suggests that it may not be as thick as I needed it to be. So I'm going to do my best to have a finished product today that will be painted and beautiful. So that's what we're doing. Okay, I'm nervous, so I'm going to basically just pull up a little bit of the balloon, snip that, and then slowly let the air out. Just like that. Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Okay, so this is starting to, oh no, bend my project. Okay, so I'm going to try to carefully remove, oh god, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm going to try to carefully get the edges off of the balloon. Separate the edges from the balloon. Those are the words that I was looking for. Maybe I should have drank more coffee before I started this. Okay. So, my memory card filled up. This is what we have so far. I went ahead and trimmed off all of the excess glue so that my edges are relatively neat. But I do now need to make the points of the crown, and I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna go about that. As with the rest of this project, I guess I'm just gonna wing it. So, you probably can't see, I now have a pencil outline of my crown spikes, points, things. So now I'm just gonna cut them out. Okay, so I now have something that actually resembles a crown. So the next step now is to paint the thing. So like I said, I'm going to be painting it yellow, and then I'm going to be dry brushing some gold on top of it. So a weird thing is happening now. I don't know if it's because the paint like rehydrated the paper mache, but it is now really flexible and kind of like caving in on itself. So I'm just gonna hope that once it's fully dry, it'll stiffen back up. Yeah, so now I'm going to take my absolute favorite gold paint, and I'm just gonna dry brush some on there. Oh yeah, that looks beautiful. Okay, so this is not dry yet, but it looks so good. Yeah, I have a crown. I paper mached. It's still a little flimsy. I guess it is now time to try it on. I can tell that the points are curving in a lot more than I wanted them to, so it kind of looks like I'm just wearing a gold eggshell. But yeah, paper mache honestly is a really fun medium. I can definitely see myself doing this more in the future. I definitely have more ideas now that I've done this once. I kind of wish that I was a little bit more ambitious with what I did, but you know what? I have a cute product. It has some technical flaws, but whatever, it's cute. I had fun. So I definitely feel like it gives off like the Max vibe. I still don't know if his name is Max. What is the name of the main character in Where the Wild Things Are?
The characters in Where the Wild Things Are include Max, Claire.
Okay, his name is Max. I could definitely see a Max costume in my future. All I need is the fursuit. Not what it's called, not what it's called, not what it's called, not what it's called. All I need is the onesie. Where is my... whoa, I just went... I just went into a French accent. Where is my court jester? Ponyo? Ponyo? My mom's giving me a weird look. Oh, my liege. Oh. You look so handsome. Oh, hello. Excuse me, scribe. Raise the taxes. Scribe, put down that I have raised the taxes. Who raises the taxes?
Well, it depends on what royal system you use.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know shit about royalty.
You skipped history class.
I very much attended history class. That just wasn't the part that I was interested in. I've had nothing but coffee since like 8 a.m. and it is now 10:52. The royal canine has come for a visit. Zelda, come here. Come here, Zelda girl. I'm gonna give you a crown. I'm gonna give you a crown. Princess Zelda. Wow. You look so good. Wow.
I'm sorry.
Bro.
I'm so sorry.
Madam, that is not allowed in this kingdom. Off with her head.
I will return to my dungeons.
Your dungeon. You're not even a peasant, you're just a straight up criminal. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you liked it, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I try to put out videos every Monday and almost every Thursday. Leave a comment with what you think that I should try to make next with paper mache or any other crafts that you might want to see on this channel. So I bid you all adieu until the next video.